Oh yeah, I got a video to do. Playing on my phone once again. This is Robot here from Vespa Motorsport and ScooterWest.com. For all things Vespa, check us out on the web, Scooter West. Today I'm going to show you an alternative to the RAM-X Grip. In the past, there's I think a couple videos, and also see the link up in the corner of the video. I've covered the RAM-X Grip mount for your smartphone. You may ask, why do you want to have your smartphone on your scooter? Well, I definitely don't recommend playing with a phone while you're riding, but a perfect application for having a phone accessible and easily visible on your scooter is for navigation. The navigation from Waze or Google Maps or whatever else you use is so good nowadays. So I don't even mess with my old Garmin GPS. I mean, it served me well, but the real-time data helps me navigate traffic really well. So I would say that's like the #1 reason I'd have a phone on my scooter. Not there to play with, not there to try to text, although I have come to a stop and checked text messages, flipped through it. I've never had video on it, but I'm sure somebody has. Not the smartest idea. But on to the RAM mount. So other than the X Grip, RAM makes an alternative mount that's universal and works on many different phones. This is some ancient Samsung phone here. This is called the Quick Grip, and it comes in 2 sizes. So if you have a smaller phone, you know, like the original standard size iPhone or just a standard smartphone, the standard size Quick Grip works fine. And you set up the pair of pins to kind of match the width. You know, it's adjustable, and it's really easy to put your phone in. You just go up and click it in, and it's very secure. I would say this is a little more secure than the X Grip. I mean, sometimes if you really jar an X Grip, it is possible to get the phone out, or if you don't seat the phone into a RAM-X Grip, there's a possibility for it to pop out. I have heard of people losing their phones. But this mount, it's universal, so you can change your phone. If you're like somebody that changes your phone like you replace your shoes, the RAM solution is the best solution for putting a phone on your handlebars, because you're probably gonna have your scooter longer than your smartphone. So with a larger phone, you can get the RAM Quick Grip XL. And our part number on this is RAM-01UXL. The other one's just RAM-01. Keep in mind, these are just the holster for the phone. Unlike the X Grip kit that we sell that includes the base and the link, this is just the holster alone, and that's all you get. So again, you could set up the pins in various spots. You could set up just 2 of them or even just 1 pin. I don't have them set up, but on my BV350 that I ride every day, this is the holster I now use. I do have 2 other X Grips on my other scooters I just have ready to go, but it works great with different cases. You can have no case on a phone. You can have a case on a phone. It works great. This thing adjusts even larger. You could accommodate you know, those phablet-sized phones, or even a small tablet on this one. So it works the same way, nice and quick. Goes like that. Let me go on to what you need to install this onto your Vespa scooter, or any other scooter, as a matter of fact, as long as it's got a mirror stem. If you're purchasing this setup from ScooterWest.com, there's going to be 2 different SKUs you're going to need. You need to determine if you need the larger mount, such as if you have a Samsung Note size phone or a larger iPhone. And again, RAM-01UXL, or the standard size mount, which is RAM-01U. And that's the universal Quick Grip holster. And then you're going to need a mount kit. And this is a complete mount kit. And what's included in the mount is a U-bolt clamp that goes around your mirror stem, the medium-sized link that's fully adjustable. The RAM system uses a pair of rubber balls, so you could articulate the phone, move it wherever you want, and also the diamond base that attaches to the holster. Part number for this is RAM-XX1. One optional part for a much cleaner installation would be the torque mount, which is included on most of our X Grip complete kits. The X Grip mounts are a complete kit that has a link and everything. and this just bolts right on here. So it's a much smaller mount compared to the U-bolt. But I'm going to show you the U-bolt. The nice thing about the U-bolt is it's very universal. It will fit round rod anywhere from the size of a small mirror stem all the way up to, you know, a 1-inch round tube, you know, such as motorcycle handlebars. You know, if you had a GTV, you could go around the handlebars on a Vespa GTV or a Zuma, a Vino. Many of those scooters kind of have tubular handlebars, and it works very well for that. So only one tool is needed, a small ratchet, preferably a 1/4-inch ratchet with either a 7/16 socket or 11 millimeters. Both work just the same. They're very close to the same size. So you have the piece that goes to the U-bolt. You could separate it from the link. You can just unscrew this. There's also a lock. So if you look in the description of this video, I have all the different part numbers that make up the system. You have the diamond base that mounts to the holster itself, along with the U-bolt. So there's two different size U-bolts. Typically with a mirror, you'll just use the smaller U-bolt and a plastic spacer. So take the U-bolt, there's the plastic spacer that's ideal for going around smaller diameter shafts, such as a mirror. Two ways you can go about it. You could put it right down here and just kind of have the ball kind of pointed towards you and have a link, bring the phone right out in front of you. Or some people prefer to have the ball further up the stem. Again, it's completely adjustable, up to you how you want to set up. No wrong way to set up, just whatever works best for you. And of course, if you don't like it, you just loosen the pair of nuts and move it to where you want it. Try again. So take the pair of nylock nuts, go ahead and thread them right onto the U-bolt. And they're nylock nuts, so they have quite a bit of friction when you're torquing them down. So it takes a little bit. You're gonna have to kind of hold the whole contraption as you tighten the nuts down, kind of go between the each one of the nuts just equally. And sometimes the ratchet gets a little tight as it gets pretty close to the base of the where the ball comes out. So once you're getting pretty close, you might have to rock the ratchet out. You could also just use a combination wrench to tighten the nuts on the last couple steps, get them pretty tight. So right now they're pretty tight, but you can see it still moves. So once you get it exactly where you want it, let's leave it where you can still move it around, and we'll finalize the fit. So the next step is you want to use the included screws and pair of nuts that attach the diamond base to the holster. And also there's a set of 4 smaller screws and smaller nylock nuts to set up these 4 pins. So the idea of the 4 pins is you install them loose and get them where they do not interfere with any of the controls on your phone, you know, such as the volume buttons on the side. You can leave one out as long as you have a pair of them. It kind of centers the phone just fine, and you can leave a little space, but they're fully adjustable. There's slots in all 4 spots. If you have the extra large size, there's going to be 6 slots, and you just can install a set of 4 of these pins. So once you have the diamond base installed with the screws, pretty straightforward, just a regular Phillips screwdriver is all that's needed. You could take the link. The cool thing about these links, they do have like a little spring, so you can kind of set it where you want. And you know, depends on if you want the phone close to you or if you want it more tucked into the scooter, completely up to you. And again, the reason I'm leaving the mount loose is right there. I may want to rotate it. So that looks really good. So then I'll come in with a wrench and do the final torquing of those 2 bolts. One thing I sometimes do in our service department, I'll cut these bolts off so they're nice and short, but also included in the kit is a pair of rubber caps that cover up that bolt, kind of make it look a little nicer. So with this setup, it's really close to your speedometer, but not covering up the speedometer. Kind of like it right here. This looks pretty good. Just take your phone and pop it right in. Another killer app for this is if you have a Bluetooth headset. You can obviously sync music to your phone, to your Bluetooth headset, and have the phone accessible if you want to advance to the next song or whatever. So there you have it, a safe and secure way to bring your phone with you. Again, look in the description of this video for all the different part numbers, and you can find those items on scooterwest.com. All made by NPI RAM, which is up just outside of Seattle, Washington. Most of their products are all made in the United States. They're a little pricier, but they're definitely made to be very rugged. Military contractors, police departments, ambulance. I've seen these products in many military and commercial vehicles. They're just very rugged and hold up very well. I will admit they're a little bulkier than some other solutions, but I've been using RAM mounts since the late 90s. They've been around for a while. I used to have an old GPS, the one that does little breadcrumbs. I would put it on my off-road motorcycle or my mountain bike, and I'd have a GPS with me right there so I could see it. Way back in the day, they've been making cradles. That's where they started with the GPSs, and now we're on to smartphones, and they kind of dominate the market for the high quality mounts. This is Robot from Vespa Motorsport and scooterwest.com. Check out all our other videos. You can look at the past videos on the RAM-01UXL Grip mounted on a scooter, and it's also a very good mount system for the mobile phones, smartphones. Why am I calling them mobile phone? Kind of old school there. Until next time, Robot here.